Speaking of bringing stuff back, Pooh Shiesty.
Whoo. He don't like being free.
Yo,
I'm starting to believe that.
dog,
With the ankle monitor on?
fam. Did you need to be there?
Can't wait to go back to jail.
Damn, I just don't understand. And then,
I'm going
I
back.
feel like
I'm
when
going.
I heard this shit, I'm like, they lying.
I thought it was a joke too.
I said they not a joke. I thought they lied on. I said there's no way you ain't send me back on the fucking Greyhound. Ain't no way. You ain't send me back on the Greyhound bus. Just drew down on these white in the fucking what? Nah, we ain't going on the bus. There's no way. Them got bus tickets with footage of them in the spot buying their own bus tickets. Like, word, trail mix, all that. For the road. Like, from Texas back to Texas. Nah.
That's a long
Yeah.
bus ride.
Wheels on the bus, go round and round. Nah. Hell nah.
Smiling.
Yeah, I said nah. And everybody tell it.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yes.
Instantly. Because you sent us back on the Greyhound.
Yeah.
And you wanted to get out your deal so you can get all this chicken, and you sent us back on the Greyhound bus.
Yeah.
You're getting told on. It's just what it is. So enjoy your 20-piece, fam, because that's what you hope. That's what you get.
Yeah, they about to wild on him.
Yeah, he's getting 20. Nah, I don't think so.
It could be life.
I just feel like the cop that got shot was an off-duty, not a retired, an
Yeah.
off-duty cop. So this is an active police officer right now. So he got hit.
Yeah.
He was there working, and he's telling.
Yeah.
So you're going to get some time for this one, fam.
Yeah, you wild out.
Him and his dad too. Like, what the fuck is happening?
And
That's bad parenting.
His dad is crazy for that. Word. I just feel like there's a way to talk about this, man. Like there's a way, and I understand the whole.
There's a lesson to be learned here.
Yeah, but the Gucci Man shit is
we
crazy.
we didn't learn the lesson when he went to jail the first fucking time.
This is totally different, though.
This is
totally
a different thing, but
It's uncharted
What's the
territory.
lesson,
He
though?
wanted to get out of this.
Huh?
This is
what's
totally
the lesson though? Like what do we take from this?
Stop
The
being
lesson is
fucking stupid.
we gotta figure out a way, because this is different, right? If I believe, I'm trying to think of a sensitive way to word this. If I believe that you are into this, if you're bound by the same principles as me,
Yes.
when we collide on something, I feel like the police should be left out of this.
That's how you felt.
So to be honest, I understand that he.
You mean between him and Gucci?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So his way of dealing with things, he thought this should not spread any further than this. Whatever happens, it's going to be between us,
Man to man.
and there's no cops involved.
Right.
So I understand if that's what he felt, it was going to be based on that trajectory, right? But Gucci Man seems like he deals with things differently nowadays.
Yes.
So you have to meet him where he at.
Yep.
You can't do it that way anymore. And I understand and I respect your approach, right? But there's something that comes with that. If you're going, there's no such thing as a dumb criminal. You can't be dumb. You can't be stupid and be committing crimes.
Right.
You have to pick one. If you're going to be dumb, you can't do any crime. And if you're going to be doing crime, smarten up.
You can't be dumb.
You got to smarten up.
You can't deal with business stuff that way.
You just can't.
Right. That's why I'm saying I don't know.
So hold on, that's the issue.
That's the
what
lesson.
I'm saying. This is new for him, right? So if I'm thinking I'm dealing with a problem the way we've always dealt with a problem,
Yes.
and thinking that you are bound by the same rules and regulations as me, I would think that we would settle this the way we were supposed to, right? This is off the books and off the cameras, and there's
Okay.
nobody to tell about this,
Okay.
right? So, and then this happened 2-3 months ago. He didn't
January.
think you feel me. So I thought that we would deal with this the way we usually deal with these things. These are normal proceedings, right? It's not that anymore. So if we know that this is a business dealing and this way it's structured is totally different, Darnell is not chasing you down the block with a gun because we owe us money.
Correct.
Me, I feel like there's
He's his last resort. If I tell him like, yo,
I feel like
we gotta get-
right. So
How would
he's
it-
going to get the money back the way he feels
Yeah.
is more
Appropriate.
laughing at, man.
Appropriate.
When my shit got told, you was like, where's it at?
I try
I was
to
like, we can't go down.
I try to cut the corners and get right to the issue, is what I'm saying. Right? So I understand that trying to streamline
Yes.
sometimes will get you fucked up. So you have to move smarter. He's correct in that.
Yeah.
This is a non-traditional workspace or work environment for him, for that lifestyle. So you have to deal with it differently. So I have to learn the schematics of this first before I make a move. I cannot treat this like the streets. You can't.
So I guess the
corporation now.
I guess the better understanding for me, I would have needed to know what the conversations were between Pooh Shiesty and Gucci before it got there.
Mm-hmm.
But even
I
with the conversations, what does
There
that?
was no conversation. So Gucci said no.
Yeah.
I want to be let out of my contract.
Nah. Yes.
And then what?
And kept the bread. So Son is not getting anything from what he was making during his stay. So during the prison stay, Son was racking up money, and he got nothing of it. None of that is his now.
Yeah.
So obviously there's going to be some turmoil.
Absolutely.
So the way he would normally approach this, with
I'll go get
someone
my
in the
money.
Streets, so I understand that.
Understand his thinking, his mentality.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Just got to deal with now when it's corporate.
Yes.
It has to be done differently. That's what I'm saying.
Go through the
So
lawyer.
I understand.
You got to
his
buy your way
initial-
out of that.
Okay.
Yeah, his initial thought process was, dog, this should be right. We're on even playing fields, but we're not.
Gotcha.
Gucci doesn't play like that anymore. So you can't either with this situation. So it's like I'm not making fun of the nigga at all. I totally understand his mindset because we would all have the same frustration.
It seems like a desperation move.
So the lesson is grow up. The lesson is grow up. It's mature.
Smarten the fuck up.
Okay.
Yes, you have to.
And you gotta, even if you don't grow up, you gotta have better people around you. The fact that his dad was there
Damn.
is crazy, right?
He don't know no. They come from the same place.
So
Yeah.
see what I'm
But
saying?
there has to be better people around, right? And it's like, okay, cool. If Gucci Mane saying no, that don't mean that it's no. Like,
No,
sure, like
it's another way.
There's another way.
All right, so
and
then
it's
my
usually
question-
just money, right?
Yes.
And all right, you don't have the money.
Yes.
You have to
He
find
does not.
somewhere to leverage the money
Just
from,
came home 6 months ago. I think.
right?
Right.
And he has his likeness and other stuff like that he can leverage and get a loan out or whatever to buy it back from Gucci Mane to get him out. He can go to a record label and probably put him another bad deal, but they'll probably be like, all right, yeah, we worked the money out. You're a valuable asset.
Correct.
And I guess my question,
You gotta
though,
leverage
is
that.
to really understand what you learned from this is, all right, you just got out, let's say 6 months ago.
Yeah.
All you know is your father, who's from that same place, he raised you from that same place. Big30, who was with him, all the people around you are from the same place. Nobody has that knowledge that y'all are speaking to.
Can I?
So where do you go?
My thing is.
See what I'm
when
so
you-
now I don't sound so
No,
crazy.
No, it still sounds crazy.
I don't
Because-
think you sounded crazy. I just want to understand. I want to
So
unpack
when you
what it is.
to your point, you just got out of jail, right?
Yes.
You just got out of jail, and again, I'm going to preface this with there's a certain aspect of his upbringing and his lifestyle that I'm not engaging with or I'm not privy to.
Okay.
Right? So with that understanding, my thing is number one, and this is from the outside looking in, you can't just, my lesson in looking at this, you can't just pray for whatever it is you want or your dreams or these accomplishments or the money or whatever. Like also pray for or hope for or try to achieve the wisdom to maintain whatever it is that you got. Nigga, you got out of jail. How many niggas is locked up coming out and they're just happy with freedom? I don't know his financial situation, but from the outside looking in, even if you don't have all of the bread Son owed you, you're still in a position where you're living your dream. You're free. There's a million other ways and methods and things that you can engage with before you do X. Even if you're living whatever lifestyle and you're like, well, this is how me and Gucci handle. Like, did you talk to Gucci about this? Did you call him and say, hey,
Obviously,
can
that
we
happened.
can we
See, I disagree.
keep cops-
I
can we keep cops out of this?
I
It's
disagree.
like,
That's
bruh,
not how it
Can we
goes.
keep
if
cops out of
I
it?
understand
If
that's
somebody
not
asks
how
me to
it
keep
goes.
cops out of it, they're coming to kill me.
Listen, I'm saying if you're in a situation where you just got out, you've been there in there forever.
And that's not the first
And you
thing on
just
his
gotta-
mind, which you can't speak to because you don't understand, right?
It's just my opinion. I understand. I don't
exactly.
understand it.
But you exactly, and you gave your opinion. Obviously, the whole thing is ridiculous, but you could have said that in 4 words. I get that, and I understand that because to some people that is, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is when you're in that mind frame, and you've witnessed, because you can see the amount of money you're owed. And you see when you have none of it. It's not that I don't have all of it. I have none of my money. Nah, that frustration level is gonna. Son, you've been home 6 months and you're sitting there.
Was your ego worth going back?
I
Not
don't
to
think
me.
this was about
It wasn't an ego.
Not to me.
I don't think
I
that was
agree with
ego.
you. Not to me.
It's not.
But, fam,
Based off what
when
you described, I see all this money that I'm owed.
correct.
That's ego.
So hold on. Is it ego or is it lack of finances?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
lack of
desperation.
resources? Right? And then you're hearing from everybody around you like, yo, we can go get that money, my nigga. Let's go get that.
Yeah.
On the Greyhound.
And
Hey, man.
That speaks to the lack of resources, though.
That just speaks to
Maybe.
the lack
That
of
speaks to the
resources.
lack.
Maybe.
That's desperation.
Yeah, man.
I also, when I heard the Greyhound, my fault on that. I'm gonna let you get right to it. But when I heard the Greyhound, I also thought, I wonder if that was part of planning. To be honest, I know you spoke about
Probably.
the
the
brinks
criminals.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's part of planning. Like, you get on a plane, you got to go through a whole lot.
Yeah,
They
but
know
they
where you're
bringing
moving.
that. Exactly. The shit that was getting brought needed to be on a bus or in a car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
And
understand.
Greyhounds is harder to track.
So-
if you're paying cash,
Yeah,
get
I
on a bus, you
understand,
don't
but
present no
cameras
ID.
It
everywhere.
wasn't that difficult because
Nigga,
there's
you-
rental cars and all that.
Get an
But you got to
bad
present
business.
ID. You got to present
Toro.
ID.
That's bad.
There's
business.
there's no tracking with the Toro almost.
Nah.
No, you gotta
that's not
ask.
true.
No, you got the app, but what I'm saying is
He going
there's no,
straight to jail.
There's no.
What you thought? Tell me what you thought. What you thinking? What you thought? What you thought?